Hey, Coach, welcome. Thanks for joining us again today. Scouting report. Great game last weekend. All three phases, big impacts. What's your takeaway coming out of that game?
Well, listen, I'm very proud of the guys. Going into the game, you know, again after the Shepherd game, and I mean these guys were a little bit low, and we kind of drew a line in the sand and say, hey, this is what we got to do. We got to the physicality part that I talked about last week, and we got to every play bring that type of emotion and passion and the physicality part to it. But we were able to do that on Saturday, and it was great to see. It really was. And after the game, I reminded them that listen, see when you do play with physicality and you are physical and aggressive, what good things happen. And you're right. All three phases worked. We started out a little sluggish in the game. They came down and scored right away, and then our first possession was a punt, so that wasn't great. But we started getting some traction there, and we did a lot of different things offensively.
Yeah.
That we needed to, and again, I've been telling you for weeks that we got to continue to find ways to attack people to be successful. And we were able to run the ball on Saturday, which is something that has eluded us here for a
Yeah.
while, which was
260 plus yards right on the ground or something.
yeah, Andre did a great job of running hard and busy. And and I know a lot of people are like, well, where he'd come from, and well, he's been here, and again, we've had conversations about, you got to show the physicality at practice so you can put it into the game. And he started showing that in practice this week, got him a chance in the game, and he continued to do the physicality running wise in that game, and it showed. We used three different quarterbacks throughout the game. And, we actually went three plays in a row with different quarterbacks in. We changed quarterback for three plays in a row, which is pretty unique. But, we did some good things, made some big plays on the offense side of the ball. Defensively, we gave up one big touchdown, 77-yard pass that should have been picked. I mean, it went right through the defender's hands. Um,
You know,
but
the thing that got me about that play, Coach, was when they scored that touchdown, and I think it was 14-14 at that point. And I was really looking because we've talked last week about there'd be like one moment where the game would turn and our guys would kind of stop, or give up a little bit. And I thought, uh-oh, is this the moment? And man, we came right back. We got that safety on the punt, and boom, we didn't take our foot off the gas at that point.
No, we didn't. And, going into halftime, it was 14-7. We come out, we get the ball, and we kind of mess around a little bit that first drive, and then they get the ball back and do the 70 have that 77-yard touchdown. So all of a sudden it's 14-14, 10 minutes, to go in the third quarter. And that's some, like, to your point, is in the past that has been, uh-oh, here we go,
Right.
Well, these guys didn't do that on Saturday, and I'm proud of them for that. And so special teams wise, we scored a safety on that punt. We had a punt return for a touchdown, which
Yep.
was awesome.
Yeah.
We haven't done that for a while.
Yep.
Um, Defensively, we had four interceptions.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and could have had more.
Hmm.
And the guys were flying around and playing some football, and we were able to contain that quarterback. Yeah, I went
Right.
into that saying that was the big deal, is so he didn't run so much, and
Hmm.
and really our defense did a really good job of doing it. So it
Yeah.
gave us a chance, and so it was really good to see us be able to, and we were physical, and we
Mhm.
were able to run the ball, and that takes physicality. So I'm proud of our guys for doing that. Coaches did a good job of setting things up and keep attacking.
It was funny because I had guys texting me from the sidelines who were watching the game, and they were just like, they're running all kinds of stuff, and it's like this offense is like, very dynamic, and it had a lot of energy. Guys were really very excited about what they saw.
Well, and again, it go back to our players having the energy too, and that makes the difference in
Hmm.
plays. I mean, you can have the best plays in the world, but if the guys don't have the energy and aren't doing their jobs, they're not going to work. On Saturday, the guys were more consistent. And I talked about the consistency or the lack of consistency that we have. And we put some consistency together on Saturday. And it was so good to see. And that's a good win for us. You know, we needed something good to happen. And we were able to get that done.
Yeah, Westchester, I mean, not a slouch. They were coming into that game. I mean, they were I think 4-5 or something like that. Yeah, not a slouch. They've had a couple of good wins. How do you carry it forward now to California?
Yeah, well, you know, California is going to be a big challenge, as they always are.
Mhm.
And, you know, uh, it's senior week for us. You know, we got 11 seniors. So it's last week, you know, make it a great week. And, you know, so hopefully, you know, we come out this week and just have great practices and great energy and passion and you know and play football the way it's supposed to be played, and that's to have some fun at it and to enjoy this part of it. And you know, we got to take what we learned from Saturday and the physicality part and the confidence part, saying, listen, we could play this game at a high level.
Mhm.
We just got to make that choice to do.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're going to present a challenge on both sides of the ball. They're a good football team. They're in, you know, contention to be in the playoffs.
Mhm.
So, you know, we're just going to have to play football.
Just hopefully the guys rise up. They carry that last game forward. Like you said, it was a great game. So just taking those things all forward and making things happen.
Yeah, we just if we can take the lessons that we're learning, whether the good lessons or the lessons, you know, that you know how to win or what it takes to be consistent, if we can just continue to use them and build upon them, you know, and play 60 minutes of competitive football. And again, it is the last game of the season. It is senior week, and let's just go let it fly and have some fun.
Great job, coach. Thanks a lot. And yeah, good luck this weekend. We'll be there.
I appreciate it.